Is there something in your past you're still subconsciously at war with? A thing that happened that shouldn't have? A door that closed? A person who left, or a version of your life that got taken from you before it ever got to begin? You may tell yourself you've made peace with it, but that's just on the surface. In reality, though, some part of you is still arguing with it, still running the other timeline, still whispering, "If only that hadn't happened, I'd be okay by now." Here's the first thing I want you to hear, and it's not some airy-fairy, everything happens for a reason quote. I'm here to tell you something much harder and much better than that. If you look around, you'll probably notice that the strongest people you'll ever meet aren't usually the ones who got a gentler life. They're the ones who found a way to love the exact thing that broke them. The famous philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche had two words for this idea. Amor fati, which simply means the love of your fate. And it might be the most powerful, albeit most difficult idea a struggling person can hold. Let me be careful here, because this idea gets cheapened constantly, and the cheap version is useless to you. Amor fati does not mean the bad thing was secretly good. It doesn't mean you should be grateful for your wounds, or that some cosmic plan needed you to suffer. That's a comforting story, and Nietzsche had no patience for such comforting stories. He himself wasn't a man who'd had it easy in life. He was sick, alone, in constant pain, and largely ignored his whole life. He came up with this idea from inside his own real suffering, not above it. What amor fati actually means is this. It means stopping the war with reality. It means looking at everything that has happened to you, the beautiful and the brutal, and instead of wishing it were different, saying, this is my life. These are the exact events that made the exact person I am. And I will not spend my one existence resenting the very things that shaped me. Now really, watch what happens in your body when you hear this. Listen to it again if you have to, and notice any resistance that shows up in your system, like protest, arguments, or even grief. Suffering isn't usually the result of what happens or happened to us. It's rather resistance to what is. Nietzsche's own words were something close to this. I want to learn more and more to see as beautiful what is necessary in things. Not to endure what happened, not to tolerate it, to find a way to say yes to it, because saying no to your own past is saying no to yourself. Here's the mechanism, and it's not mystical, it's almost physics. As long as you're at war with something that already happened, you're handing it your power. Every hour you spend wishing the past were different is an hour that thing gets to keep hurting you, on a loop, for free. The event happened once, but the resentment reruns it 1,000 times. And every rerun tells you the same subtle, poisonous thing. My life would be good if only this weren't part of it. Which means your life, the actual one, the only one you have, is disqualified. Placed permanently on hold, waiting for a past that is never going to change. These are the thought patterns that remove all agency from you and force you into the role of the victim. And stepping into the role of the victim is often an unconscious way to avoid facing the grief within that is waiting to be accepted and faced. This is why bitterness ages people from the inside. It's not the wound, it's the refusal to stop fighting the wound. The wound closes. The fighting is what stays open. And for the driven, the ambitious, this one can also run deep, because you're a fixer. Your whole life is built on the belief that anything can be improved with enough effort. So the one thing you can't fix, the past, becomes the thing you can't stop clawing at. You keep trying to edit a thing that is already done, and it's slowly exhausting you. Now here's the turn. You are not who you would have been without the thing that broke you. And that's not a consolation prize. It's the whole point. The depth you have, the empathy, the strength, the ability to sit with someone in their darkness, the parts of you that other people actually love and lean on, those didn't come from your easy days. They were forged in the exact fire you're still resenting. Nietzsche had a beautiful test for this, and I want to hand it to you because it's devastating in the best way. He asked, imagine you had to live your entire life again, exactly as it was, every joy and every agony in precise detail, over and over, forever. Would you be able to say yes to that? Would you be able to want it? That's the real bar, not was it fair, not did it feel good. But when you look at the whole arc, the wreckage included, are you able to claim it? Because the person who can finally say, yes, all of it, I'll take all of it, is untouchable. There's nothing left in their past for life to threaten them with because they've stopped keeping any of it at arm's length. They own the whole thing. Now, this is not an easy task, and you don't get there by pretending it didn't hurt. You get there one honest claim at a time. 1. Stop editing the past and start claiming it. The next time you catch yourself running the if-only timeline, gently stop and try a different sentence. That happened, it's mine, and I am the person it made. You're not saying it was good. You're saying it was yours, and you're done disowning your own life. 2. Go find the gift you don't want to admit came from the wound. This is not to justify what happened. Nothing justifies some things. It's to reclaim what you build out of the rubble. The strength, the eye for other people's pain, the refusal to take things for granted. Name it. It's yours. You paid for it. 3. Aim the energy forward. Every bit of force you're spending fighting a fixed past is force you could be spending on the one part of your life that's still unwritten. Bitterness is just misdirected fuel. Point it at what you're building instead. And 4, take the test honestly. Look at your whole life and ask if you could want it all again. You won't get to a full yes today. That's fine, but even reaching for it starts to loosen the grip of the parts you've been at war with. The reaching itself is the medicine. Notice what happened while you were listening. If a specific event surfaced, the one you're still quietly fighting, and some part of you felt the exhaustion of how long you've been fighting it, that wasn't information landing. That was you setting down a weight you've carried so long you forgot it was optional. You can set it down now. You are not broken by what happened to you. You were shaped by it into someone with a depth that the untested version of you could never have had. That's not a reason to be glad it happened. It's a reason to stop letting it disqualify the life you have left. You don't have to keep fighting your own story to prove it hurt. It hurt, and it's yours. And the moment you stop wishing it away is the moment your actual life, the real one, finally gets to begin.